to see more of as the season rolls along?
I think it's just experience game in, game out. I looked out there, we had 2 and 3 freshmen out there at sometimes, and I got to remember that they're still learning, and even our upperclassmen are still trying to figure out how to play with the newcomers. So it's a work in progress. I was very proud of them for fighting back and finding a way to win, and we need to continue to do that.
So what's a win like that do?
I think it boosts our confidence. Uh, Being down 18 and turning that kind of a margin around shows us that when we buckle down and get stops and execute on the offensive side, good things can happen, and we're going to try to keep that going.
How do you try to keep yourself as sane as possible sometimes out there? Because, I mean, you're just saying, you have the freshmen, you have the people learning, and you're trying to temper everything out there.
It's tough. I do think that Eastern was incredibly hot to start the game. I mean, we watched a ton of film from this year, from last year, of all these kids, and they were playing extremely well, and that's a credit to them. With that being said, at half we tried to say it's really hard to continue shooting. What they shoot, 6 for 9 or something to start the game from 3, and so hopefully they'd miss a few here and there and give us an opportunity to close the gap. And having such a good third quarter and turning basically the whole lead around gave us a lot of confidence going into the fourth.
How much does playing these Mid-American Conference teams help boost the confidence of this team going into the finals?
Well, it helps when you win. I mean, when you don't, it doesn't help so much. But our schedule is tough. I mean, Robert Morris should be in the NCAA tournament. Kent State's one of the top teams in the MAC. Eastern will be or should be above 500 this year, and top half of the MAC. So Akron's been playing very well. They only lost to Michigan, I think, by 9, and we're ahead a lot of the game. They've been starting 5 seniors, so that obviously is an experienced group and will be a lot to deal with. But we're more focused on what we're doing and try to get better on our end as much as possible.
John, this is what, a couple years now you've played Akron and Kent. How much does that? I mean, that's local interest. Back in the day, that used to be the rivals. How much does that help?
You know what? I think for us, it's more just easy scheduling. It's a quick trip, and we can kind of put it. It's easier, if you have a short window of time, you still can play the game because it's so close for both ends, for our schedule and theirs. So, there's always recruiting aspect that goes into it. But I think most part our rivals are in conference. But, you want to beat the close teams or the teams in Northeast Ohio to say that, you kind of have the edge right now and go from there.
Is that something you want to continue doing if possible, schedule Akron and Kent?
We try. Again, it just depends on year in, year out what our schedule looks like and trying to schedule those games. I mean, like I said, we have been for a while there. Kent couldn't play and we could, and then so it just depends on the year. We want to schedule some tournaments too. We haven't really played in some tournaments the last few years, so that's gonna, it's got to take someone away. You know what I mean? And it might be Robert Morris or Kent or Akron, or you never know. But just from year to year, it depends.
So generally speaking, you think Cleveland State's a bigger rival because it's in conference than Akron or Kent?
Most definitely, yeah.
What kind of things does this team have to do going forward? You're saying you have to work on some things internally. So what kind of things?
I think taking care of the basketball is a big one. We did a much better job against Eastern. They're athletic and fast and put some pressure on, and we just did a better job than the previous 2 games. I mean, we're very easily 3-1. If we just take care of the basketball, with a chance to win that fourth, or a lot better chance. So again, with a lot of young players out there, they're still having to get that experience, and I thought Maddie Albach looked a lot more comfortable out there. I thought Jen Wendler had a really nice game. Shires, looks more comfortable. So a lot of true freshmen playing big minutes, are getting more comfortable.